Good evening and welcome to Spotlight with me, Palki Sharma Upadhyay. The top story this evening coming from Tamil Nadu. Old currency notes worth 342 crore rupees belonging to the RBI have gone missing from a Chennai-bound train coming from Salem. According to the GRP officials, the notes were being carried in 226 boxes. Of these, 2 boxes were found to be tampered with. Even as the money was spilling out of them, the point of entry was found to be a hole made at the roof of the coach. Since it was a cargo train, the jurisdiction lay with the RPF and the case is being registered by them. That's what the officials have told NewsX. The GRP is coordinating with them in this investigation.
They are not informed us. It's transportation. Usually they will inform us for railway police. But yesterday this was happened. So now only we got the information. But we are probing this matter where it was happened. We just wait for just 10 minutes.
And our correspondent Priyamvada joining us live with more details on this. Priyamvada, clearly somebody knew that this kind of cash was being carried to Chennai on this train.
Well, this is a very shocking incident that has come to light. I'm in fact standing next to that particular coach that has been kept separately now. As you can see, if I can ask my video journalist to show you, the investigations are on. There were 226 cartons. There was an assistant commissioner of police with other security personnel who was accompanying these boxes. However, a hole was drilled on top of the roof. On the roof of the cargo train, which is very shocking. So, how did this happen? Where exactly did this happen? Because it's quite a big hole for a human being to get inside and take the cash out. 2 boxes of 226 cartons have been found tampered with. We still do not have an estimate of how much money has been lost. The estimation will be done now, and that is what is happening. If you can see those cartons that is being carried away, if I can ask my video journalist to zoom in and show you those cartons, the remaining cartons which are being carried away to safety, that is what we are showing to you on this live coverage. If my video journalist can zoom in and show you, that's quite interesting. Those cartons which are completely packed. It is still such a mystery, a very, very daring robbery, I would say. You can see those cartons being pulled away in a trolley. If you can see, one after the other, they are being taken away to a safer location. Of course, they have to count the money to see how much money has been lost, how many boxes. As of now, so to say, only 2 boxes have been tampered with. The remaining one after the other are being removed right now. Of course, coordination. Just a while back, we heard the Tamil Nadu Railway Police DIG, Mr. Bhaskaran, speaking to us, saying that usually when such a huge amount of money is being transferred, that railway police is kept in loop, but unfortunately this time around he claims that they were not kept in loop. That is what Mr. Bhaskaran told us just a while back. They have to now, the RBI officials have come here. This money, the old currency note, belongs to different banks in Salem. It was collected from different branches and all put together, and it was being transported to RBI here in Chennai. Definitely a big haste. It also raises the question of safety, because this was Salem Express, a passenger train. This coach was a cargo coach, of course, but it had the money. And when robbers could drill on the roof, get inside and go away with the money, it speaks volumes about the security concerns.
Absolutely. Let me once again underline the facts of this case as we know right now. We do not know how much money has been stolen, but there have been boxes that have been tampered with. Clearly more than 1 people involved here. The safety of passengers, as you said, is something that the railway will have to answer for, and they're already passing the buck with the railway police saying they were not kept in the loop. They did not know that this kind of cash was being transported. These images are very, very interesting, Priyamvada, because this could be straight out of a Hollywood film, this kind of a heist. The only problem is this is our money, yours and mine. We pay money in taxes, and this was money that was going to the RBI. So someone will have to answer as to what was going on, what kind of security was present when they had 226 boxes full of cash on a passenger train.
Absolutely. Every official should probably be answerable to the public, and it also raises the question about the coordination between the GRPF and the Railway Protection Force. What kind of coordination was happening? Right now, of course, they've come here. You can see those very, very interesting visuals that's coming your way for our viewers that we are showing it. I mean, it's extremely interesting visuals how these cartons are being carried out from this particular coach. Those cartons are completely sealed intact. Probably money has not been taken out from. But it also speaks in length. There was an assistant commissioner, security personnel. What exactly were they doing? Because when a machine, when a roof, such a thick roof of a railway coach is being drilled, obviously it makes a lot of noise. So why didn't anyone raise alarm is a big question, and definitely something that will make us rethink about the security that is available in on our trains.
So what could have gone wrong? Let's put that question to a man who has been a part of the security apparatus, who knows exactly how police teams function in cases like these. We have with us on the phone line Mr. Vikram Singh, former DGP of Uttar Pradesh. Mr. Singh, when you look at these images of a train that was carrying 226 boxes full of cash from Salem to Chennai, a major heist there. We do not know how much money has been lost, but Railway Police saying they were not in the loop. They did not know that this money was being transported. Who could be at fault? Do you suspect an insider hand?
Absolutely. Three things should be very clear. There are guards and escort rules which govern the transport of such heavy amount of cash. It is surprising and amazing that the GRP washes its hands of the case. The GRP and the police force that was escorting the cash, as also those who in the neighboring jurisdiction are equally responsible. I would say two. GRP number one, the escort party that was escorting this cash from A place to B place. And as your reporter had said, it is from nowhere that they descended from the skies. You use a heavy-duty cutter, cut open the roof of the train compartment, get inside and remove it. It is an inside job. You said it, it is an inside job. And the thorough interrogation of every person who was escorting this treasure from A to B, they all need to be interrogated, and the person needs to be investigated, the whole lot of them who were on duty for the entire period of journey.
Is it standard practice, Mr. Singh, to carry this kind of cash or anything so valuable on a passenger train? Who knows how many people were involved? Who knows how many lives could have been at risk had this been botched up? We do not know the kind of scenarios that could have been possible.
No, certainly not. This is a very cavalier manner in which you have been transporting treasure from A to B. It is always carried in mail trains. And that's also a matter of inquiry as to the circumstances under which you took it, because passengers train stop from A station to B station to C station at least a dozen times. And a mail train and the express trains do not stop at every wayside railway station. Therefore, the passenger, another point of concern would be, therefore, the choice of the train, the choice of the escort, what happened, and when everybody who was on the escort duty needs to be questioned, and rest assured, it is an inside job.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Singh. C. Rajshekharan, a senior lawyer, also joining us. Mr. Rajshekharan, the news has just come in. We have very sketchy details, but clearly many, many glaring lapses evident at this point as well. What do you make of what happened on this Chennai-bound train?
See, I strongly feel that there is an inside information being leaked, because this train was attached to a passenger train. This whole bogie of which was carrying the currency of nearly 340 crores or whatever. And how come the theft happened on a moving train like this without prior information to the thieves? I mean, it is really confusing for everybody, and the police, it is the railway police which is responsible, and the people who were deployed for escort have to be arrested immediately. They have to be questioned. And why did they go and sleep in the passenger compartment when the bogie is carrying so much of currency? Somebody should have been inside that bogie where the money was there. I mean, this all raises a lot of alarming questions, and you cannot just leave it like this. And it is a very dangerous trend that the moving train, people just break it and go inside. And all this stuff is sending very wrong message to the public.
Absolutely, Mr. Rajshekharan, thanks very much, Mr. Vikram Singh as well, for shedding light on the possibilities at this point as to how the case will proceed. It will be interesting to speak to a senior official in the railways on what their position is, because remember, the railway police saying they were not aware, not even aware, that this kind of money was being transported on a passenger train, no less. So we'd like to hear from someone in the railways. But in the meantime, let's go back to the spot where this is the case is now being investigated. Priyamada, our correspondent, continues to join us from Chennai. Priyamada, any clues, any statements that the police are making at this point?
Hello?
Right.
Could you please repeat that question?
Yes, absolutely. What I want to ask is, are the police saying anything about who could have been behind this? We've spoken to two experts, and both of them say that they suspect an insider hand. On what lines is the police investigating at this point?
Well, as of now, the only information that we are getting is probably 5 crore rupees 78 lakhs, rupees 5 crore 78 lakhs could have been lost in this heist, is what we are being told, probably from those two containers. This is the amount of money that could have happened. A group would have obviously operated it, because one person had gotten inside through the hole, but there were many surrounding him, obviously. There were many others who were helping him out. Definitely a tip-off should have gone in from inside, is what the police sources are saying, and they are trying to investigate on that angle, because without a tip-off, nobody would know that such a huge amount of money is being transported. And also there is one place called Virudhachalam from Salem to Chennai, where this train had slowed down for at least 15 minutes, is what our sources say, and probably that's the time gap window period that was used by these robbers to get inside the train. That's a very, very crucial clue they have got, so they are probing on that angle also. But definitely an inside tip-off is also being looked into, because if it's such an important, so much amount is being transferred, a huge sum of money that is being transported, definitely a lot of care would have been taken, and unless a tip-off was given, it's very unlikely that the outsiders will get to know about this transport.
All right, Priyamada, we'll leave it at that for the moment and come to you later in the evening for more details on this dramatic and shocking